Hey there, Renee Marie. Happy Tuesday. Want to thank, so many people. Yesterday was Memorial Day, and we have a lot of people to thank. For so many things, but this is a specific day to thank people who have sacrificed ultimately their lives for us to have ours, and I don't take that lightly. So I'm incredibly grateful for all of our servicemen and women, all of our first responders. There's so many varieties of people that give their lives, and freedom fighters. I mean, there's so many, and we don't thank them enough. So I hope you took some time to reflect upon their service to you. I know I have. So I'm taking a break from socials because I got way off message in my own personal journey, and the consequences are there. Unfortunately, one of them is my hair. I come to find out that I'm using I can't say the word, but it rhymes with poop, of a product that I have used religiously for years. And because it was not the real product, it did not do what it's supposed to do. And my hair haired the wrong way. So I had to get another, I want to say 2 inches off. So that's like 6 inches, 7 inches. I don't even know, since October. But it's just hair. It's just hair. But I will say, be very careful with what you purchase. I will say it was on a certain shop that a lot of their products have been awesome. But in this case, no, it was not. And I intend to discuss that more. So yeah, that wasn't so great. But again, just hair. More importantly, my my body, started to not body properly. I got really in my headspace and started to focus too heavily on things I cannot change. I cannot change my situation. I can change me and I can follow directions, but I cannot change my situation. So why am I on here? I am following things and trying to remain current while getting back to the basics. And I just saw this morning this sort of viral I Stand With Elizabeth thing. And I clicked on that and I saw the video of her the other day. And it was really heartbreaking. It was gut-wrenching because as soon as I saw what she was doing, I thought, God, I've been there. And didn't think anything of it, except my heart was with her. Well, then this morning, circle back and there's more discussion about this. And I have to say something because it's not something you can sit down on. You know, this Harrison Butker dude said his stuff, and I'm shocked that there has not been repudiation to the extent that there should be. I'm shocked. You know, women are doing our best, and we need men to stand up and say, this is not okay. This is wrong. And this is not Christian values. It's not. I was raised Catholic. I'm not saying I'm the best, but Catholic all my life. And people are pointing the finger at me now because, oh, you know, you're on these social medias, we can see your body and so forth. What does that have to do with me being a Christian human being? And I think God created our bodies. And I'm showing my body for a very specific purpose. All what you see here is what Jesus Christ decided that I was going to have. And he don't make mistakes. So whether I like it or not, whether you guys like it or not, this is what I am. And I'm going to work with what I have. Just because it's a robust sexual sort of whatever's in your mind, that has nothing to do with me. I live with this body all my life. I've endured the humiliation from it. I've endured the humiliation from it. And I'm enduring the difficulty in getting back to where I was when I was healthy. And it's been 24 years. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And while I'm dealing with the pain of that, I am fighting for my kids tooth and nail, doing everything I can. So when I see a woman who is quite similar to me, and I see a gentleman, I dare call him that, but a man who thinks that he can flex proof of the awful person she is and his custody orders and all of that. It just brings me to where I am. And unless you've been there, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know how unjust things can be. You don't know how vulnerable you are as a woman, fully dependent on this man who's supposed to bring home the bacon while you stay in the kitchen. You have no idea what is going on. And unless you have faced narcissistic abuse directly, you can't fathom it. The same way that we are all going, wait a minute, women are too mouthy. Someone said that recently. Women should sort of laud their motherhood as all of what they're capable of. Huh? Abortion rights, like, the hell with that. Now it's terrifying. I'd be terrified to be pregnant. Both of my children were preemies, and I had complications. We're reaching dystopian sort of numbers or culture or whatever. And as much as you would say, oh my gosh, to that, believe you me, get involved in a divorce process and go into a court system and listen to them talk about you and go, wait a minute, no, it's not true. It's not true. Huh? What? Are you talking about me? None of what you just said happened. And you look at your bank account sort of dwindling to nada as you spend all this money to protect yourself. And then in the end, a person can have advantages they shouldn't have that deeply affect you, but more so your kids. That's all I think about. And when I was sort of falling off my wagon, I became overwhelmed, and I thought that too when I had my mental health evaluated. And it was determined that I, as a mom, take on the pain of my children so deeply to the extent that it's my own pain. And somehow that's inappropriate. What? No, that's not inappropriate at all. It is what parents do that care for their children. Some parents are overkill. God bless those people. They just have to pull back. I'd rather you be over than under. No. Of course I took on my children's pain. I'm continuing to take it on, but in a different way, because I know that falling to pieces is not going to be of help to them. This is where I see my voice can make a difference. Your voices can make a difference. And I encourage everyone to go to this woman's website, or her TikTok page, Elizabeth Thor. I don't know the last name. It's a TH, one of those TH names. I don't know the name of her ex. He has a TikTok called Reinventing Elizabeth. We're talking like red flags on fire. Who does that? And then he has, his evidence sort of lined out, and he's sort of flexing that. Don't believe it. Too many of us can flex these things and know that it came from an unfair place, a sketchy place, and so forth. So we have to acknowledge. I hope men will acknowledge and get out there, but we as women have to continue to step up and say, no, you won't accept this. And women, please stop accepting this. I know it's difficult. Why do we stay in these abusive relationships? Why all of these different questions? None of that gets to the bottom line of it's time to focus on yourself and your kids. And whatever you need to do to exit this scenario and intact as you can. So that is what I have to offer right now. I'm actually thinking that the wheels are spinning on what more can be done. Even yesterday, I thought about, we're just watching veterans unalive themselves. We're just watching that. And I saw 2 movies. One was Brothers. One was Thank You for Your Service. Tobey Maguire and Brothers, and Miles Teller and Thank You for Your Service. Please watch those films. We are not stepping up as Americans to take care of our own, and that's disgusting. And they've given their lives for us. So I'm going to do better. I encourage you to do the same. Thank you.